I recognized it this morning. Hello, everybody. How is everybody? This is Eliz-sha from wisdomseekers.net, and I'm here with the weekly for fire, which includes Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and is for the week of August 25th to the 31st, 2019. And, well, if this is like the last time, they didn't bother to let anybody know because nobody's coming on. I'm just going to jump in and start. And the first card I got was Strengthening Bonds. And I suspect this is meant for you to strengthen bonds for yourself, in yourself. Oh, hi. And strengthening bonds is a very, very important thing to do with the inner being. You have to learn to love yourself, trust yourself, and if you don't take it as oh, you're not good enough. Take it as, okay, I understand this is my goal. So your goal is to learn to love, to trust, to care for yourself. It's not something that happens overnight. It's something you learn to do. And through the learning, things change and shift. So the first card that I pulled up, it's really a good card, actually, is 10 of Cups. And the 10 of Cups is all about joy and happiness. So the base card is about a mature form of being happy and abundant. So that is the base card for this week. Maturity but abundance and happiness and joy. And there's different kinds of happiness and joy. And the mature one may not be as exciting for people who want the exuberance, the hyper energy, but it is strong and powerful. What covers it is 2 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands, this is actually a businessman who's looking back over his life, and he realizes that it's time for a change. He's also bringing magic into his life, and now is the time to bring magic into your life. So the change you're going to create is moving you into a more magical situation. What is behind this push? What is behind this move? It's the 8 of Cups. And the 8 of Cups is, well, it's a harsh card, a very harsh card. It's somebody who's been emotionally and physically abused and being left to pick up the pieces for themselves. But even so, you can see the energy is coming down from the subconscious, which is the moon, and filling up the cup, and will help you move forward. Doesn't matter what kind of physical, emotional abuse it has been, you are moving forward away from it. And the next card proves this because it's the World card, and the World card comes with gifts, emotional gifts, spiritual gifts. Lots of energy still this week, moving and changing. I don't think that's going to shift or change. I have a friend on my website, actually, Bronwyn, who was telling me that for the next 4 years, according to numerology, will be extremely important to the world and how we adjust and change and accept the energy. So that would mean that there's a tremendous amount of energy coming in, and it's not going to be something that's temporary with your fretting and exhausted from all the energy. Find a way to center yourself. Find a way to be in balance, because it's not going to go away anytime soon. Wish it would. But for you this week, it's also the 6 of Swords, and it's one of the few sword cards that's really positive, where he's saying that you're soon going to be in the place where you would like to be. And it's not far away, and you're being escorted there by your angels or guides. And what's coming up near future, and it's a week, it's not a lifetime, it's only a week, is the Empress. And the Empress, she brings in abundance. She brings in different kinds of abundance: health, wealth, intuition, subconscious control, which I suspect is what this week is all about, is subconscious, and not control, dealing with allowing your subconscious to come up and being the master of it, not owning the energy, but being the one that decides how it will affect you. And that would be the base card of being in maturity and joy and happiness. So you're going to allow it to affect you by, I can't say eliminating it because you cannot eliminate it, but you can do an and. So I feel this way. I feel, for instance, I feel frustrated and hurt because I was emotionally abused or something else. But I choose to allow myself to feel positive and happy about myself. So you have the memory, but it's overlaid by, I can do this, I'm powerful, I'm strong. And then the next card is the King of Pentacles. And I will never read this as an individual because there's just too many people. So I'll read it always as an energy. And the energy is that of solidarity, groundedness, and then enjoying the finer things in life. And what the finer things in life are totally dependent on what you think they are. And maybe it's a piece of apple pie with cheese on top. Maybe it's champagne with camembert. But it is the finer things in life that you enjoy. And so things are coming your way. Then the Three of Wands. Because you're allowing your subconscious to be mastered rather than it master you, you are moving forward into a lifetime. And this would be not just this week, but mostly this week. This is a card of taking control of your life and moving it forward the way you want it to. And this is a very good card. This is a very positive card. And again, the last two cards, and I'm basically going to read them together, and they're both major arcana. So that's 3 major arcana. So this is, again, a very powerful week. It, again, is talking about the subconscious. And the subconscious, what you deal with it, is growth and maturity. This, the Hierophant in my deck, is healing. So this is a week of dealing with that which has been subconsciously suppressed, allowing it to come up and healing it. And it's happening, it's going to happen fast. And the outcome is joyful and positive, lots of gifts, and you're going to find that you have more abundance. And it may only be in a specific area, but you're going to be more abundant. And if you have less emotions that knock you flat, that is a cause to be joyful. So now is a week to strengthen your inner bonds. And how are you going to do it? You're going to do it with trust. You trust yourself. You love yourself. So strength, inner bonds, trust. Okay? So that's that for this week. I will take 3 to 4 questions. So I think it looks like there's questions there already. Mm-hmm. And hi to everybody.
It's just one question.
Oh, wow. That's really cool.
Malapale, I do hope that I'm pronouncing your name right.
If not, she can write it out phonetically for you.
And the Pelesian Princess says 2:22. We're sharing our time codes.
Right on. Because I've got 12:22.
Awesome.
That's 22.
Yeah. So Malapale says that she is 3:20 a.m. August 24th.
3:20 a.m.
3:20 a.m.
Wow.
And my thoughts are, damn, that's dedication.
Really? Or you're a night owl.
Anyhow, she asks, and the Polynesian Princess says 2:22.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So Malapale asks, the other day I was tired and fell asleep, then dreamt my phone was ringing saying Gemini calling. The dream was so clear. I'd like to know what my dream means.
Well, plug for somebody else because I'm not a dream weaver. Elizabeth can do a dream reading for you that will explain everything. And she's fabulous. I mean, I read a dream report she did the other day, and I was just knocked my socks off. It was so good. I will try and answer that. But like I say, I'm not a dreamer.
I will share the link to
Elizabeth?
get dreams directly from.
Yeah, and Elizabeth, she is amazing dream. Well, she's a dreamer herself, right? Okay. Gemini is thinking of you. He's thinking of you strongly, and that is why you felt that it was a telephone communication, because the connection was so strong that his thinking about you was so strong and powerful that that it just came through your dream like a telephone. And my suggestion is, how did it feel? Did it feel good? If it felt good, then what he's feeling for you is the same thing. My feeling is it feels good. He feels excited and hopeful for the future. And it's like he's got something he really wants to share with you. He's got a message he's excited to share with you. And that's what I think the dream means. Okay.
For a more in-depth reading, I guess.
Yeah.
Of this dream, the link is down in the comments. So click it, follow it, reach out to her.
And she's going to be on my on Wisdom Seekers Facebook today at 2:00 my time, Pacific time,
which will be
4
5 for Mama Pele.
5, but it will be 4 Central time.
Yeah.
And you could actually ask her there. She may or may not answer you, depending on how in depth it is. But she is fabulous. She's got to be one of the most interesting characters you're ever going to run into. Plus, her dog's going to be in the room with her, and the dog is crazy.
He's super sweet.
He's very sweet, but he's a crazy sweet.
Yeah. Anyhow, our next question comes from the Polynesian princess. So first off, Molly Polly says she loves watching you.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that a lot.
The Polynesian princess says, I reached out to Cameron via Instagram. Do you think he will send the message or respond? See the message or respond. I know how to read.
Well, first of all, yes, he will see the message. It kind of, when he sees it, if he hasn't already seen it, it will take him back a bit and he'll be a little shocked. And it will take him a few minutes. It'll take him a little while to sort through his emotions. And my feeling is that he will tentatively reach out. It may be that his tentativeness is he will pull back a little bit, but he will tentatively reach out. It's like it's kind of startled him, and I don't think he. Basically, what he says is, I don't know what to do. I don't know how to respond. And it's not that he's angry. It's no anger. It's just confusion. That's all I'm picking up from him is confusion. And maybe he's a bit, and I apologize to all men out there, maybe he's a bit dense because he doesn't think the way a woman thinks, and he was not expecting it. He didn't realize the depth. He didn't realize that you care as much as you do. And I apologize to all men. But men certainly do think different from women, and they may not. And that's, I can see that happening. He's not aware that there was more to the relationship than he realized. And I apologize because I do apologize to men, but women think totally different from men. We really do.
I'm gonna cut you off there.
Yeah, okay.
Continue around.
And put my foot in my mouth.
I mean,
already
you already did that.
Yeah, I already did that. Pretty good. Pretty good.
The Polynesian princess says, "Very true. I enjoy talking to you. Thank you so much." And a new commenter, because I don't recognize this username. It's Lightning Spark 100. Says,
oh, sweet name.
Right? Says, "Hi, can I ask what are Evelyn's intentions for me?"
Evelyn.
Excuse me.
So Evelyn's kind of a free spirit, kind of funny. Because when I asked Evelyn what her intentions were for the spark, she goes, "Ouch." I mean, she was joking, but she's funny. At this point, she's not yet made up her mind, Evelyn. She's she likes you. She's interested in getting to know more about you, but the ultimate outcome, not decided yet within her mind. I think this one is not kind of person you hold down tight. This is a person that will come and go as she feels. The less ties you put on her, the more she'll stay. It's like a butterfly. She lands, flies away, comes back, flitters around, flies away. It's, a nice soul. But at this point in time, she's exploring life. All right.
And our last question for this particular live stream.
We have 3 more after this. Probably 2 tomorrow. 1 more today, 2 tomorrow, probably.
Lightning Spark 100 says, "Thank you."
You're welcome.
Comes from Mimi, and she asks, "How does Dario feel about me?"
So Dario is interesting, and the connection is quite clear today. Dario says, "I like her." And that's how he feels about you. And now I asked him if he's going to do anything about the liking. He says, "I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. Don't push me." Men, again, they think different. They're their ideas are totally different from ours. If you haven't given him a sign that you like him, and it's the metaphorical dropping the hanky, I don't know how you do it.
Slap them over the head with it.
Yeah, sometimes you have to slap them over the head to say, "Hey, I really like you," but drop a metaphorical hanky so that he can help you pick it up. I don't know how to do it, especially in the new age of communications, because most relationships are developed online first to media. But maybe just reach out and say, "Hey, my phone is glitchy. Do you know how to deal with this?" That's a metaphorical hanky drop. I don't know, but let him know that you're interested without being, "Hey, you come here." All right. I have run into one man that I told the woman, You gotta club them over the head and drag them along like you were in a caveman days. Mostly, you don't want to do that. So, I mean, 1 in 100,000, you're going to do that. So, very carefully, let them know without being blatant. And again, don't ask me how to do that because I am probably.
Subtlety does not run in our name.
Subtlety is not something that our family handles well. It's, yeah. I wish I could be subtle, but yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So good luck there.
So Lightning Spark 100 says about the reading for Evelyn. Or of Evelyn, goes, that's true enough. True though, she's always back and forth. And I'm assuming they're commenting on the butterfly metaphor you have.
Yeah, well, she's got a really nice personality, but it's like she's exploring. I mean, she's finding out life. It's like, wow, this is so cool, life. And yeah, I should be looking at the computer, not my daughter. So that's it?
That's it.
Well, that's okay. Blatant, today at 2:00, chit chat with Elizabeth on Wisdom Seekers Facebook. She's
Links
awesome. She is the most interesting human being. We're going to talk about attachments, actually. And I think that's something that everybody should know about. Most people don't. Saturday, nothing, except for 2 more of these. Sunday at 2:00 my time, 9:00 New Zealand time, we're going to do Bronwyn with numbers, and she does tarot. So questions and numerology.
Again on Facebook, links in the description.
Yeah, again on Facebook, links in the description. It will be on Be Live, so you can ask questions in real time, and we will answer in real time. She's really awesome. I have had a few people say they have a hard time understanding her because her English is New Zealand English. But you know what? After you listen to her for a while, she's really cool. She knows so much. She's the most, well, all my readers are super interesting, right? And I know this because I talk to all my readers a lot.
And the readers that we plug, we personally use.
It's exactly. I use them. And Bronwyn did a numerology for my daughter, and she's been talking about it all week, telling me this and that about that she's a 33. No, is it 11?
I'm
11 life path.
Yeah, 2.
And
you're thinking of your other daughter.
Yeah, my other daughter's a 33. So yeah, it's exciting. It's fun, and she's a pretty cool lady, actually. So with that, all my plugs that I can think of.
If we miss something, check our website. We have an event calendar.
That is probably not up to date because Aaron's going to be coming on again sometime, and I don't remember. We switched the dates.
Yeah.
Or
join. So check our event calendar. Join us back here live for updates. And
you can get a newsletter too.
There we go.
Yeah, and we're going to be talking about in the newsletter wands, which is so exciting because I love making them. And we have a bit of numerology and a bit of I can't remember. I'd have to check it out. I have to admit, of all the things I do, newsletter is the one I procrastinate the most on.
And on that note,
namaste. Namasko.
Bye, everybody.
And thanks for being with us. As you can tell, we had a blast. Goodbye.
Bye.